Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team, making the watch list for tomorrow. That's Thursday, July 20th. So I'm getting, again, if you've been watching my videos the past week or so, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable now with just embracing the fact of just using Thinkorswim charts while I'm trading on the Interactive Brokers platform. Again, I moved over to Interactive Brokers platform to do a lot more shorting. It was kind of frustrating using their charting to make trades. So I was kind of going back and forth between Thinkorswim and Interactive Brokers, and just my mind just didn't like that. It was just frustrating me. But then when I started to realize all of our awesome scans that we have over here, the two candle gap up, gap down, the nightly scan, the new high scan. If you don't have these set up, make sure you go over to our website, bullishbears.com, and take our uh, our Thinkorswim course. We have them set up over there. But the more I realized that pretty much I'm going to be using Thinkorswim no matter what, anyways, because of these awesome scans that we have set up. I also have trade ideas as well, but these scanners are a really good complement to trade ideas. So the more I realize that, the more I'm like, well, I'm going to end up using Thinkorswim anyway, so I might as well just embrace it. So pretty much yesterday and I think today, I've just been really starting to embrace using Thinkorswim with trade ideas and just using hotkeys with trade ideas. And so far, so good. It's been working out a little bit better. So I think sometimes you just got to mentally just prepare for the change and embrace it rather than just, sometimes it's more perception. I guess the perception that's off or whatever. So my mind has been thrown off. So I think I'm starting to embrace it a little bit more. So you'll see over here when I go over to Interactive Brokers, if you see Control H, you'll see I have my hotkey set up here. I'll buy at the limit at the ask, and I'll sell at the bid. So I'll sell at the bid, limit order, or I'll buy at the ask. So I have mine as Control A, Shift S. And then I also, for getting out of position, sometimes for getting in as well, I have buy at the ask plus 5 cents and sell at the bid minus 5 cents. It gives myself a buffer if I need to get in or out. It gives me a little bit of a buffer on doing that. So let's create the watch list for tomorrow. Again, if you've been watching my latest videos, I've been adding some with Thinkorswim as well. I'm sorry, with Interactive Brokers, and seeing what their shorting availability is. So let me go over here. We'll create the watch list for tomorrow. Again, when I make this, when I say, are there shares available to short? I'm really just saying that more in general, unless I'm specifically saying, oh, this is looking like it might be a potential pullback or it's overbought. Again, you can never predict, the exact direction of a stock, but unless I'm kind of like looking at it, when I say are there shares available to short, it just means, I can play the stock either way, So a stock like, for instance, if you see here, like APRN, look at how it just ran up, right? It still had a green day, but throughout the day there's pullbacks, so you can short onto the reversal and do nice scalps along the way. So I like to ideally have stocks in my watch list that I can ideally play both ways. But when you're with Thinkorswim, pretty much most of the stocks you can really only long, because it's tough to get shares to short of with Thinkorswim. Perfect example, let's look at this one, APRN. This was Blue Apron. You can't even short this. It's almost a $7 stock, and look, there's some nice pullbacks throughout the day that when it runs up, pulling back to the EMAs. Because stocks, when they start to get overextended, so either overbought or oversold, they naturally pull back to the EMAs. So that's perfect chances to get scalps on the reversals coming back to the moving average lines. But if you can only play the stock one way, then you can only long it. So you're not able to short it. But Interactive Brokers has pretty decent availability to do shorting of stocks. So here we go with the scan for tonight. Stocks between 30 cents and $30. Minimum volume of 500,000 shares with a minimum change of 5%. We'll hit scan. Wow. Lots of plays today. All right, got some work cut out here. So I'm going to kind of zip right through here. See what we got here. We'll start with AE ZS. You'll see I've been doing some charting of my stock, and you'll see this one finished up. This will go on the watch list for tomorrow. You know, keep an eye on like it's going. This just is really moving up to look at that to fill that. I want to see where that potential gap fill is, right around in here. So it looks like keep an eye on this one here, right around here. It may go up a little bit more, then pull back, or it might just pull back. So it's moving aggressively to fill that gap, but we'll put that on the watch list for tomorrow. There's no way that Thinkorswim will have shares to short. NTB not to borrow. Pretty much knew that. Let's take a look at Interactive Brokers. I don't think they will because I couldn't get shares today of it, but we'll see. And yep, not shortable. So that's okay. ENG, not much volume. Not going to keep that in the watch. Did hold its highs, so I'm looking for stocks that held its highs, that held their highs for the today, but not much volume, so I'm not going to put it on the watch list. AGRX did hold its highs. Not a lot of volume, but it's been kind of running up. I might take a look at it for my Interactive Brokers one for a pullback potentially. Let's see what's going on with that one. And that one is shortable. So I might just put it on my watch list there. Again, not saying it will pull back, but you know, there's a chance. It's been running up for a few days. Might have a pullback. It's getting to a whole dollar amount. So I'll just put it on my watch list for that one, not on the Thinkorswim one. AMMJ, not a lot of volume. Did hold its highs. Just kind of choppy. I don't like it. MYSZ, man, that one really went up and then dropped right back down today. I'm not going to put it on the watch list. AVGR, don't like it, too choppy. MRNS, did hold its highs, kind of choppy, but some decent volume. Aha. So I'm going to put this one on the watch list, but this is what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for whether it's going to run up and maybe have a potential reversal down. But, you know, it's had 4 green days here now. And I want to see this thing pull back and maybe have a chance to short it. So it might not happen tomorrow, but if it does, we'll see if Interactive Brokers has shares to short. Let's see. Yes, as of right now they do. So I'm going to go down and actually put this on my multiple chart setup. If you can see here, guys, I'm going to show you what I have set up here with my Thinkorswim. This is what I do each day. So I have multiple screens set up, but look, if you can see here, I have a couple stocks on one screen. I actually am changing it where I'm actually going to do, I think, this to 3 instead of 2. So that way I can have 3 stocks on one screen at a time that I'm watching. But you'll see I have a 1, a 5, and a daily chart set up. So I just put MRNS right over here, just so I'm kind of ready to go for tomorrow morning. So let's go to Thinkorswim here. AOXY. Kind of held its highs, not much volume. Don't really like it, but let me just see for the heck of it with Interactive Brokers what they have. See if there's a chance to short it. And no availability, so I'm not going to put that on the watch list. AVEO held its highs, has some volume. I will put that on the watch list. Let's take a look at Interactive Brokers, AVEO, and there are shares available. So there you go. I could play it either way. ENVV, man, that one's been really running up. This thing will not quit. This thing is unbelievable. I mean, I'll put it on the watch list again. This thing is just not pulling back whatsoever. Let me see again if there's any shares available to short. Nope. So, man, that thing keeps running. It's been on the watch list a few days now. LPI, that one, it's run up. I'll put it, you know, keep an eye on it for maybe a potential pullback. It is ETB, easy to borrow, so you are available. As of right now, you're able to short it with Thinkorswim, so that's one to maybe watch to play either way. BBG, definitely that'll go on the watch list. Let's see here, BBG held its highs. keep an eye on it, watch it, see if it runs up a little bit more, if it potentially pulls back. But I'm going to go over here and see BBG, and there are shares available to short. JKS, that's another one held at highs. I'll put that on the watch list. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty big one today. ABEO. I mean, this thing's been running. Keep an eye on it to play either way. This is one. See, I don't want to put it on. It's hard to borrow. You can't borrow it with Thinkorswim. It's just kind of messy, choppy all over the place. Kind of did hold its highs, but I don't like it unless you were able to. I'd put it on there if you were able to play it both ways. This one right here, AKCA, looks like you might be able to short it if it does pull back. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about the stock, but this is weird when there's only a few candlesticks. I don't know anything about it, this stock whatsoever. I don't know. I'm not going to put it on because it'll be enough to watch. CPRX held its highs, has enough volume. Put that on the watch list. Go over here, CPRX, and there are shares to short. So I'll put that over there. That's what I like, guys. I like having a watch list. Look at this, sub $10 stocks, small cap stocks that I'm able to play both ways for most of these, which is awesome, which you wouldn't be able to do with Thinkorswim. GURE, kind of messy. I wouldn't put it on. I don't know if I'd put it on my Thinkorswim watch list. It may go up a little bit, but I'd be interested in playing this. The other side of it, if it does pull back at some point, let's see if it's available over here. And yep, there are shares available to short. So I'm going to put on my Interactive Brokers one. I'm not going to put it on the Thinkorswim one. GMO, don't like it. MOSY, kind of choppy, don't like it. HTZ, good old Hertz. This bad boy just keeps on running. This is another one. You can play ETB, easy to borrow, so you could play it either way. So keep an eye on it to either go up or potentially pull back. This one might have a good chance. It's been running, so look for this thing to pull back at some point soon. Did I put it? Yep. CPG, man, flying. Look at that. That will go on the watch list as well. See if I'll put that over here. Yeah. NTB, not to borrow, so you can't short it with Thinkorswim. CRR, I mean, it's holding its highs. Not a ton of volume, close to 1 million. I mean, there's just going to be, I could put on the watch list. There's just going to be a gigantic watch list. I might just hold off on it just because there's already going to be a bunch. FNMA, held its highs. Really high floater. I think this is Freddie Mae or Fannie Mae or whatever one of those are. Slow mover, high float stock. So, it might potentially keep going up a little bit. So I'll put that on the watch list. CRZO. Yep. Lots of volume. And crazy day here today. Lots of plays. HLX. Yep, here's another one. Flying. Again, I like to play these from both sides of the house, ideally. So if I could basically wake up and watch this and see what happens if they go up or pull back, I have a chance to basically play them either way, and I'm not going to have any bias, which is what I like. CPE. I mean, geez, it's hard not to put all of these on the watch list. CPE. I also have this running throughout the day. So even if I don't put something on here onto my watch list, in the morning when the market opens, I'll watch these. And sometimes something I didn't put on my watch list actually shows up on the nightly scan. So, keep these on your scan as well. I mean, I would potentially put this one on here, but again, we have so many plays right now, so I'm not. But if you want to, keep an eye on it. Joan, Geo, nope, it's choppy. CRC, yeah, definitely. Held the ties, moving up. CRC. Again, doesn't mean that they're going to go up tomorrow, but keep an eye on them. ESV. Well, yep, that held its highs. This one's moving up. I'd look for some potential resistance around there for a potential pullback if it goes up and wants to reverse. ETB, easy to borrow, so that's one you can play both ways. Just kind of keep an eye out for it. Go over here, ESV. BRS. See, this is one I would look for right here. Some potential right around this area. There on up. It's been running for a few days, so wait and see if it's going to go up, hit some resistance, or pull back. BRS, looks like you might be able to short it. There is no letters there, so you might be able to short it with Thinkorswim. So keep an eye on it. I will put that on the watch list to play both ways. MUR. Yep, that one definitely will go on the watch list. So I'm looking for ones that really are over 1 million shares traded and that are really holding their highs. And that one definitely did. EROS. Yep, same thing. Look for another thing. This may go up, may potentially pull back. It's really been running, but not to borrow. You can't short it with Thinkorswim, but I'll guarantee you could do it with Interactive Brokers. EROS. And I'm going to pause this video for 1 second and be right back. All right, I'm back. I might pause it a couple more times. I'm cooking some pasta here, so the water is still boiling. So EROS, it's on the watch list. BONT, choppy, don't like it. CNX, yep, reminds me of the song DMX, going back in the day, if you guys know that song. CNX. Oh, well, crack myself up. So got that on the watch list. It's held its highs, has some volume. Let's see, I'll put that over here. CNX. We'll go to GTE. There's so many plays here today. I don't even want to. I might get a little, again, more picky and choosy here. So this is one. Wow, you could actually short this one with Thinkorswim. I'm kind of surprised. So I will put this on the watch list just because you can play it either way. I'm shocked that you're able to do that with Thinkorswim. It's weird. They won't get $13 stocks, but they'll get a couple $2 and $3 stocks. Very weird, bizarre. So again, that's one to watch. Maybe it'll go up a little bit more, maybe it'll pull back. EPE. I would put that on if it was a slower day, but not a lot of volume, less than 1 million shares. CBAY. This bad boy has been all over the place lately. Not able to borrow it with Thinkorswim. I shorted this a couple times earlier today. So I'm going to put it on the watch list. I'm looking for it, potentially for a reversal. You'll see earlier this morning, it was a nice little reversal to start the day, and then it went up. And then it kind of formed this like head and shoulders pattern. So I was playing that earlier today. That was a fun one. So I'm going to put that over here again, CBAY. GAGX, don't like it. IVITF. I mean, this thing's been running. I would like this one to pull back. Look at this. So it's been running. Might be a nice little pullback. Not going to be able to short it with Thinkorswim. But let me see. IVITF. There are shares available, so I will keep that over there. I'm not going to really put it on Thinkorswim because it's really not moving up a ton at a time. So we'll skip that one. DO. Yeah, that's been running up. Look for it to either potentially go up, maybe have a little pullback. Let's see. NTB, look at that. Not to borrow. $12 stock. You can't even short it with Thinkorswim. I don't even want to put it on the watch list. It may go up a little bit more, but keep an eye on it. But that's the thing. Like, I don't want to put it on there if you can only play it one way, and it might, it's been running for a few days. It might have a little pullback. So, I don't know. I'm going to be a little choosy. ALSK, another one, perfect example. This is one I was watching earlier today. No way that you can short this with Think or Swim, I don't think. Wow. Unbelievable. I guess you can. ETB. Wow. Keep an eye on that one because, again, this one's been kind of running up. It's hitting yearly resistance. I'm shocked that you're able to short it. Just for that particular reason, I will put it on the watch list just so you can play it either way because I'm looking for it to, again, maybe pull back. If it goes up, hits the resistance again, and pulls back. That way you can play it either way. CIE, not enough volume. CONN, this one's been running up. Look for this one to, maybe go up a little more, but definitely for it to potentially pull back, and you should be able to short it. So CONN or buy a put on it. GST, it's kind of choppy. I don't like it. CEI, don't like it. FI, definitely. That's going to go on the watch list. Let me see here. Let's see if you could play it both ways. NTB, can't short it. There you go. So look at all these stocks you just can't short with Thinkorswim. Again, you don't know if you're going to have a chance to short it, but there's always pullbacks along the way. So you'd have to hope that this is going to keep going up in order for you to play it with Thinkorswim. HK, I mean, it did kind of hold its highs. It's just been kind of all over the place. I mean, it might make a leg up. This might be a potential bull flag. Let's see. How many do we have on here? We have, do we have a lot more? Okay, only a couple more. So I'll put it on the watch list. HK. CVEO, kind of choppy. Don't know if I like it. AXAS, choppy. Don't like it. So there you go, guys. That is the watch list for tomorrow. Again, if you can do us a huge favor here, go over to our YouTube channel and go, number one, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. But number two, if you could please go over and like and comment on our latest video, Interactive Brokers platform issues. Go over there, and every time I click on that stupid video, I get that same commercial. Please come down here and like it and post a comment. You'll see we have a whole bunch of comments here. We're trying to really get Interactive Brokers' attention. I want to send them the video by tomorrow, letting them know the issues we're trying to fix. So if you're an Interactive Brokers customer, let them know some of the, just confirm the issues that you want fixed in the video that I made. If you're not an Interactive Brokers customer, just do me a favor and just please post a comment, hey, whatever broker that you're with, and that you'd consider switching to Interactive Brokers if they fix the issues in this video. We're trying to help our community. I really would like to be able to promote Interactive Brokers a lot more, but we want to get some of the bugs fixed in their platform, so I can kind of really, I want to promote you guys. I want to really know the system in and out and have the bugs fixed before I go really promoting them to the community. So if you could do me a favor and go over there, that would be awesome. And also as well, make sure you head over to our website, bullishbears.com, and make sure you subscribe to our daily watch list. So this video I'm making here, I send out the watch list by email as well. So make sure you click over, subscribe to our community updates on our watch list. And as well, if you haven't joined our trade room yet, come over and join our trade room here. We have close to almost 400 chat room members now. So we have a free trade room, so come and join us. Again, there's the housekeeping. Hopefully this helped you guys. Have a great trading day. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. Later, guys.